Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog. It's been rainy and overcast this whole weekend, but I wanted to get out of the house and I figured what's like an interesting place nearby that might have interesting things inside, and I looked up an antique store. I've seen some YouTubers going into antique stores and it's like, well, you never know what you'll find in there, so that's interesting. So I am heading to, I'm heading to Antiques Colony. It's a local store, and we'll see what they have in store. Get it? Anyway, come along with me. Alright, so here's the store right here. It is got some chairs up above on the wall. Let's go inside and see what they have. Walking through these stores, it's always like you never quite know what you'll see. It's a lot of random knickknacks, and I don't know, I guess that's part of the fun. Oh look, looking for doorknobs, there you go. And yeah, this is quite eclectic, as most of these are. One thing I always notice is there's never a shortage of horse items. Oh look, frogs too. Oh, and over here they have vintage Halloween things, which are always pretty interesting and actually kind of scary in their own way. Looks like quite a range of items. A lot of pumpkin items. Like if you look closely at some of these things, I don't know. Kind of freaky, especially the older things. Look at that cat and that pumpkin. Anyway, this looks pretty interesting. A lot of Halloween items. Some of my family members have these driftwood clocks, which, looking at this, I mean, look at the price tag. These are actually worth quite a bit. It's over $1,000 for this one. It seems like there was a time when clown cookie jars were quite the thing. And, look, here's another one. If I saw these, I'd be scared to grab cookies, so maybe it's actually for the best. Look, another horse. There you go. And a little one. Oh, but that's not all. There's also this guy over here. Coat hanger. And this is interesting. There's, like, egg chairs, which... you have to ask store staff to sit in this. The caution tape is pretty scary, actually. I always liked old radios. They always look pretty cool. These like 50s vintage ones. Oh, this guy's scary though. That's pretty scary. Oh, and check this out. A Dick Tracy poster. I was actually a huge Dick Tracy fan when I was a kid, for that movie from the early 90s. 15 bucks. Not too bad. Oh, and they have vintage music sheets, and I can't help but read this as, "Don't forget the folks back home." What's the next one? Let's see. "Castles in the air." It looks like quite a variety of old magazines too, with different headlines from the time. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this looks like something we all know about, but a Kennedy Life magazine for the funeral, and an LBJ magazine right after that. Pretty interesting, these old Land of Risks and High Promise, Alaska. Didn't know it was known as that, but now I do. And there's another Kennedy and his family magazine. Oh, Look magazine. Pretty interesting. No shortage of those magazines in this mix. And Winston Churchill on that one. Oh, and this is pretty cool. It's an old Winchester Mystery House guide from whatever year it was. Only $4. Not too bad. Pretty sure I just saw some Disneyland stuff just over here. Ooh, and this is pretty cool. Look, it's an old Disneyland e-ticket framed for 24 bucks. And then another B ticket for Main Street, Fantasyland, and Adventureland attractions. Oh, including the Main Street Cinema, the Motorboat Cruise, Casey Jr. For Adventureland, it was the Swiss Family Treehouse. Huh. Pretty cool Disney vintage stuff. Oh, back here there's an old Tom Sawyer Island guide and something with Pollyanna. Oh, and look, it's a Titanic actual film clip from the dinner scene. It's 400 something out of 5,000. And it's got batteries in the back, so I guess this lights up somehow. Alright, a little film still. Well, I wouldn't expect to see this, but they have the Showgirls VIP edition box set. And of course, it wouldn't be an antique store without an old-timey phone. Look at how big they were back in the day compared to now. Alright, well, some decently interesting stuff. And they had a little Disneyland section, which is exciting. I didn't know if they'd have that. So browsed around, didn't buy anything, but pretty interesting. And again, you never know what you'll find in these types of stores. So pretty cool to see overall. As you might be hearing, the rain is coming down even harder. So I'm going to leave now, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. More videos to come, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.